actually just woke up. I'm not like these YouTubers who put the camera in the middle of the room and show them getting out of bed, shirtless for views. That's too much effort. You haven't just woke up. You know what I mean? You've just done proper editing to make yourself look like you woke up. As you can see, you fucking split me lip, I think, from right crack lips. Yeah, properly just woke up. Gonna get up, get my steps in, gonna hit the day, and let's go from here. An actual day in the life, not like these fake ones where they over plan it. Here we go. So, as you can see, it doesn't matter the weather, it's absolutely pissing it down. I'm still out, still getting it done, because I know some of you out there are probably prepping too, dieting for the first time. You're thinking, I can't do this, but then you'll see me doing it, and you'll be like, do you know what? He's getting up every day, he's doing it. Motivates you to, motivate me, see, having to have that accountability, to know I've got to record for YouTube, for you guys to see the full process, but it also gives you some level of motivation, hopefully, to see that I walk the walk, I talk the talk. As far as my clients go, I'll never ask them to do something I wouldn't do. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't matter whether the weather's shite, gloomy, raining, pissing down, probably going to be cold, but, well, I am cold, but warm up as I'm walking around. I don't let outside situations dictate my actions towards my goal. That's one of the key components when you have control over what you're going to do, regardless of external events. Then you have ultimate power. It's referred to in psychology of a locus of control. You either are going to be type A or type B, or type 1, type 2. And what it is you either believe the outside world dictates your life, or you're the type of person who dictates your life regardless of the outside world. I'm one of the people who dictates my life regardless of the outside world, because I have control over what I do. I don't have control over what other people do, but my response to their actions, my response to the actions that the world puts on me, I still have the power to be able to dictate what I do, and my actions will dictate or change the way I perceive the outside. Little deep psychology trick for you there, but yeah, always have control over your own future. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't matter where you started, it's about where you're gonna go, and I do fully believe that. At the end of the day, I grew up like really council estate, struggled, like obviously family with work and so forth. I didn't grow up with any money whatsoever, and I still don't have money, do you know what I mean? But I work towards it. I'm a hustler. At the end of the day, I'm consistently trying to get money to fund what I do, to fund the sport I do. I'll do anything I possibly can, do you know what I mean? Because this is what I love to do, regardless of money. But at the end of the day, more money is nice, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't change the dog inside who wants to strive for more. Do you know what I mean? But what I do have is the fortune of wealth of life and health, and that's the most important part. Like Bob Marley, I think they said to him, didn't they? Oh, you're a wealthy man. He said, a rich man. He said, what do you mean by rich? He said, like possessions. And he goes, no possessions. I'm rich in life, and that's what I am. Do you know what I mean? I mean, Bob Marley was obviously quite rich as well, but at the end of the day, his richness came from life. And a lot of people, they'll say to you, oh, I can't afford the coaching, this and that. But if you ask this very sick person on his deathbed whether £150 a month to stay alive or live a bit longer was worth it, they give up everything they ever had for the health. And this is the thing why when people go into the saying, oh, there's more money in treatment, that's why the government doesn't want to help you, this and that, there's more money to be made in treatment. Well, yeah, there is, and that's because you're the type of people who aren't willing to invest in your health until something goes wrong. So how can they put money towards prevention if people aren't willing to either fix a diet or do a bit of cardio or something small? You aren't willing to do that. Do you know what I mean? You are willing to pay when something goes wrong and go, oh no, oh, I'll do anything to fix it. Well, the way to fix it is to prevent it, but you're not willing to do that, and that's why the government doesn't obviously have a lot of money in prevention care. They have a lot of money in treatment because of the reason. It's got nothing to do with like governments and so forth, in my opinion. It's a lot to do with people in general not willing to prevent these health issues. Do you know what I mean? Until something goes wrong and then they panic and go, oh, help me. So yeah, more deep talk there. So, thought I'd sit down, show you a little bit of what I do today. I know it's the same sort of things every day, because at the end of the day, bodybuilding's pretty boring, isn't it? But a lot of people are interested in what we do because it's a different lifestyle we live. So, basically, as a treat, I get myself these little 10 cal jellies, literally just they just help, do you know what I mean, for sanity reasons. A little trick with them is if you freeze them, you can make like a sort of slush with it when you mix it round. So boring compared to the average person's life, do you know what I mean? Because they're like, you can go have a slush and stuff like that. But unfortunately, we can't. So this is what I do myself. Or I just have it as a little pot of jelly, one of them. But yeah, I'd like some sort of like suggestions on what kind of things you'd want to see or like things you just want to learn about. Obviously, just to clarify, that picture there didn't buy myself. That was actually a present from your training partner, Johnny. Um, Before anyone thinks, oh, egotistical, whatever. It's not something I'd buy myself, but it was a gift. And you know what? It's one of my favourite pictures of myself on stage. I'm a lot better than that now, but obviously it was a great photo capturing me in the elements. Um, but yeah, I came to a realization, and it was that like bodybuilding itself, I love the sport. I've been in the sport for many years, and I've got nothing but love for it. But at the same time, I want to sort of venture into other things too, and obviously like use the bodybuilding to sort of build upon that. Um, but like obviously I'm really passionate about YouTube recently and things like that, and I want to start traveling more and living my life a lot because I've sacrificed so much in my life that like the other people, the average person takes for granted. I've like been on all-inclusive holidays and I've not got to experience like all the meals like on trips, do you know, things like that. um I've missed out on like birthdays and like family events and not being able to live to the fullest because of it. And obviously that's the life I chose. I can't blame that on anyone else but myself. Um, but I'd like to start living a bit more after these shows. Sorry, I know I shouldn't eat on camera, but you understand the struggle. I'll put it down actually. But yeah, So I want to start being able to do things with YouTube a lot more. But I need your guys' help in order to do that. So obviously share with your friends, subscribe, like, comment. I'll get back to as many comments as I can. Any criticism or any critiques you wanted, like, of ways that can help me, then let me know. Do you know what I mean? In the future, I want to start doing little challenges as well, getting the audience involved, like giveaways and things like that, just to keep you on sort of like on interactive with me. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be one of the channels who kind of like, I see many of them and they ignore the comments, or they kind of like don't even look or bother with the audience. I want to get the audience involved with me on this venture of YouTube, should I say. Um, so yeah, if you've got any suggestions on things you'd like to see, I'm very open and honest, as you can tell. Um, as far as like anabolics go, I won't go into specific dosages or drugs specifically, but I'm more than willing to talk about things in relation to it, on struggles, on ways to deal with or mitigate or help or anything like that I have experienced myself. As far as natural supplements go, you ask away. For me, if I was to list my top five supplements, that are natural, they wouldn't be the ones you'd expect. And there's a reason why even though I recently got offered the sponsorship, ambassador role with a company, and I wasn't feeling it. So for me, I decided to part ways with them. Obviously mutual, because I wasn't getting what I needed, and I felt like I couldn't provide the best service for them. So that was obviously my personal choice. But for me, I'm a big advocate of like raw raw powders, rather than mixing stuff and so forth. So obviously, as far as raw supplements go, L-leucine is the most important um, amino acid for muscle building, because it influences mTOR, which is literally the main reason for building muscle. Um, so leucine is number one. Number two, I'd say vitamin C. It's vastly used, but people don't, I feel, use enough vitamin C. Vitamin C can be easily absorbed in the body, and it can obviously be distributed very easily as well. So these are very low risk of overdosing or anything like that. You'd really have to batter it, and it's amazing for your kidneys. It's one of the most underrated things for looking after your kidneys and water retention and so forth. So leucine, vitamin C, ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba is very underrated. Not many people talk about it, but ginkgo biloba helps a lot with blood flow, and it's a natural, what's the word for it, nootropic, that's the word for it. So it helps a lot with thinking. It keeps your mind quite clear and so forth. It's kind of like a natural aspirin, so they say. But yeah, I'd say ginkgo biloba, 100%. Creatine. Now, not everyone responds to creatine amazingly. Like, it depends on the type. Monohydrate, you've got different types. Um, you've got to find what one you actually respond to. Most of them out there, most people respond to monohydrate quite well, but not everyone does. You got different types and different esters as far as they go, so that's something you need to experience yourself and find out. Number four, so said, well, right, number five. Hmm, number five, natural supplement. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. Horny goat weed. 100%. 100%. It's got such a funny name, but the story on horny goat weed is quite humorous. So obviously, from what I've heard, don't know how true this is, but this is what I've heard. There was a guy and he had goats, obviously horny goat weed, and he was wondering why the goats in a specific area were mating and breeding a lot faster than the other area. And he's like, what's going on? So we followed them and found out they were eating this set weed. Um, and then obviously he was like, well, why is it different from that one? Da, da, da. And he discovered it was an aphrodisiac, a very powerful one. Now, horny goat weed is amazing for people who have came off steroids to boost their natural testosterone massively, massively, and obviously help with erectile dysfunction. Now, if anyone who's used anabolics before knows how high your sex drive goes, I guarantee it doesn't go as high as when you're taking horny goat weed. It is crazy. And as far as well-being, oh, your well-being's through the roof, absolutely through the roof. So anytime I come off cycle, I will take horny goat weed and feel the bomb. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is amazing, very underrated, very cheap. Um, so yeah, horny goat weed, number 5. There's plenty of other supplements out there, but they're the ones I rate massively. And I'm not a massive fan of test boosters, should I say, but when you actually feel something working, it's working. Do you know what I mean? It's very rare you get a supplement that you feel works, and that one definitely does. So yeah, they're my top 5, I would say, supplements. Um, if you've got, as I say, any suggestions of things you want to learn about, what I do as a diet, how I go about peak week, um, off season, anything you want to know, let me know, because I do want to make this channel the best I possibly can. Even if I do reviews on other people's channels, do you know what I mean? Like, ask me about a specific influencer that you think, and I'll watch the videos, I'll review them, and I'll tell you what I personally think, being a competitive bodybuilder, because a lot of these influencers aren't competitive bodybuilders, and a lot of it's fake. As you can tell, they have like all the best lighting, they have all this best photography. I have a mobile phone that I'm using. I literally went out my way to buy a Pixel 8 Pro just to get the best quality for you guys, because I'm not a massive like technology guy, so this is all learning curve for me. So yeah, and then as I say, challenges will be coming up after me show. I have 2 shows to do, hopefully win the both of them, but that's the goal at mine, to go win. If I don't win, then you know, it is what it is, but that's the goal at mine. And then after them 2 shows, regardless, I'm going to go on a nice little trip away with my partner, and then I might get some videos while I'm out there, and then obviously I want to do some challenges and show you what like my real talent actually is. But yeah, let me know. Ciao. Remember, subscribe, like, share, help this channel the best you possibly can. Let's see if we can get this to 100 subscribers. The date today is, the date today is the 15th of March. I want to get to 100 subscribers by, say, April time. That would be lovely if I hit it before. Happy days, you know what I mean? Little bicep shot for it. But yeah, let me know if we can get 100 subscribers and we just keep building bit by bit. It takes time, just like bodybuilding. It's a marathon, not a sprint.